Good morning, good morning. This is Jacqueline Richardson. Good afternoon. This is Jacqueline Richardson. It's JJ Diamond, Jackie, Deja, whatever y'all call me. I wanted to make this podcast today. Let me tell you what happened to me yesterday. So I'm out and about, went to get me some sweet frog. Y'all know I can't eat ice cream, it tears my stomach up. So I wanted some sweet frog. And I went to get some sweet frog. And this lady said, "Don't you got a podcast?" And I said, "Oh, Jesus." I said, "Yes, I do." And she said, "Oh, yeah, I thought so." And she was trying to talk to me, but I was trying to move because I left my keys on a bench. And I want to address that too. When you're in an area, people, where people have cars to get to their next destination, and you see them leave their keys somewhere by mistake, just leave them there. Someone picked up the keys, okay? Now, if it was a wallet, that's a little bit different because it has people's bank cards and IDs and Social Security cards or whatever inside the wallet. That's a little bit different. But for keys, you don't have to take them to the nearest store or place where a person can find them. Because what happened was I was doing a video, put my keys down, which I shouldn't have. I should have put them in my pocket. Wasn't thinking. Sat them down on the bench. Forgot, wanted my sweet frog because Egypt had already went and got her sweet frog. And I'm looking at her and I'm like, I need my sweet frog. So I wanted to go get mine and left the keys on the bench. Well, once I left the keys on the bench, I went to the sweet frog and then went to the car. Realized I did not have the keys. Went back to the bench. The keys were gone. Now, you know what? It's a double standard. You know what? I'm going to leave it there. I just thought about it. Maybe it is good that a person did take the keys to one of the stores, but I had to walk all of the stores to find the keys. That's why I was bringing this up. However, maybe I'm wrong. Okay? Because I thought about it. If a person has your keys, they can steal your car. So someone could have easily picked up the keys, hit the beep beep, the alarm thing, found out what car it was. I mean, luckily, my daughter was in the car, so they wouldn't have been able to steal my car. But if it was a car that had no one in it, somebody could have just easily pulled off. So maybe they did do the right thing. It's just that I didn't like the fact I had to walk to all the stores to find out where my keys were. But I did find my keys. So, yes. So I was in the midst of looking for the keys when the lady was asking me about my podcast. And I told her, I gave her the information. I don't know how she knows that it was me, but she didn't know of the podcast. So I think she was lying a little bit. But, I just told her the podcast again anyway. And I had to go continue to look for my keys. But as I thought about this thing just now, see, sometimes it takes a while for you to think about and analyze and overthink for you to realize if the right decision was made. And technically, even though I felt like it was wrong, it was the right decision made. So whoever took my keys into the Mexican store, Mexican restaurant, thank you so much. That's all I wanted to say. Well, we want to talk about Disney. I'm hearing that Disney wants to come to North Carolina or could possibly be coming to North Carolina. Ooh-wee, that would be big. Yeah, that would be big. Well, being a Disney member, okay, and living in North Carolina, you want to know how I became a Disney member? My mama did it when I was a kid. She sent off some paperwork so I could become a Disney member. So, being a Disney member, I'm hearing that you guys want to move to Durham if y'all decide to come this way. Durham is roughly 2.5 to 3 hours from Charlotte, which means the weather is different. So it's something that you need to take into consideration. Our weather here in Charlotte area is a little bit hotter than up north. North Carolina. We're closer to South Carolina, and the weather in South Carolina is totally different from the weather in North Carolina. You could cross the line and you can feel the difference. The atmosphere changes, okay? And you don't want it to be too hot and you don't want it to be too cold, okay? But moving further north, I think will not be the best idea. Now, I would say y'all need to watch the weather over this year was a little bit different than normal. Normally, we are hot in early March, normally. This year was a little different. This is the first time I experienced cold all the way up into April, okay? But I love it. I love the heat. We only have 2 seasons here. And it's a beautiful thing. However, I don't want Disney to feel like they will be stepping on Carowind's toes, and I'm going to tell you why. Because we here in North Carolina are savages, and I'm gonna say that with pride. We always looking for somewhere to go, okay, especially the kids. So I say that to say, I don't think that it would hurt Carowin sales, and I'm gonna tell you why. Reason being is because we pay them over time to have our pass. Okay, so they're paid regardless. We're going to get their pass regardless. Okay, they have so many different passes that we can get to make sure we can pull up whenever we choose to. And if Disney came to this area, we would do the same. Okay, if you had the same type of program. Because we're not rich. We're not balling out we just manage our money, differently. It's hard to save, so we pay for everything up front. Or if we don't pay for it up front, we pay for it monthly, and we in the building. Now, Disney, y'all, a day and nighttime show type of thing, where Carowinds is a little bit more nighttime show thing, okay? So y'all got the opposite when it comes to that as well. Like on Christmas morning, we can be at Disney, and in Christmas evening, we can be at Carowinds, okay? So that's what I see for North Carolina, based on what y'all present, and I don't even think Carowinds is open on Christmas. They're open on New Year's, but not Christmas. And then y'all are open on Christmas, and I don't believe y'all open on New Year's, or are y'all? I'm not sure. But I don't personally think that it would hurt either company. Okay? And the reason why I say that is because y'all have 2 different things to offer, and we're going to want to visit both places. Okay, now, I'm going to just say this. Whether we go to Carowinds or not, Carowinds is getting paid. You're going to get paid. That's just the way it is, So we visiting down the street at the other place. They don't care because they still getting paid. Okay, so that's something that y'all could evaluate. When y'all think about moving, if y'all, take the offer and move here to North Carolina, we have the Wizard of Oz, that's going to be opening back up for trial. And, I'm so upset because I have to drive there far. I barely want to drive to Concord to visit. What's the place we go to up there in Concord? Oh, Jesus. With the bear. Oh, boy. I forget the name, guys. My daughter been there a couple of times. I've been there. Anyway. See, I'm getting old, y'all. I can't remember stuff, and it's not good. I'm getting into that stage of life. However, maybe it's too much on the brain. Maybe I just need to clear my brain. You know, sometimes you got to clear your cache in your phone on the computer. Maybe that's what I need to do. I need to clear my caches. Maybe that'll help. But anyway, I don't even like driving up there. And I'm just be honest with y'all. I mean, we go, but I don't be wanting to drive. So just think about people wanting to drive 120, 130 miles to come visit you, you know. And, I mean, to take a plane, it doesn't make sense. You know, to go 2 or 3 hours doesn't make sense. So just a couple of things that I just wanted to throw out there for y'all to evaluate before y'all decide to make that move. We would still come, but just it won't be that often. And I'm going to just be honest with you. If you want us in the building on a regular basis, every other weekend, it's something to evaluate, you know. Because I'm not saying that the people up there in Durham won't do it, but I know what the people down here in Charlotte and South Carolina do. You know, the kids is always needing and finding somewhere to go. Okay? On Saturday, they may go to Carolyn's. On Sunday, they go to Frankie's. On the next weekend, they looking for somewhere. And, you know, this is what they do. And as parents, it's our jobs to keep them happy. You know, so, and Charlotte is a big city. You know, it's not as big as New York City, or it may not even be as big as Orlando, but it is a big city, and it's very diverse, and a lot of people are coming here. They are still building. You know, so it hasn't ended yet. I'm so sick of the construction. I'll be so happy when they're done. The detours are driving me crazy. You can't get anywhere on time. You got to leave a whole hour early in order to get to the other side of town because of the detours, because of the construction. So many beautiful buildings are being put up. Matter of fact, I did a video. Y'all seen me in green on one of my videos. Well, I was standing right across the street from a big building that was being put up. Okay. So it's very secluded because nobody was there. They was putting up the building. However, that's going on all over this place. And the kids can't really go down up in Uptown. Like a lot of the people go to Uptown to have fun at night, but the kids can't do that. So this is where the amusement parks and all the different activities come into play. You know, I'm just wanting to say y'all should try to find the land here. And I know y'all need at least, a 10-mile radius of land? I would think. Yeah, about a 10-mile radius. The land is out here. You're just going to have to find one of these crop keepers to come up off of it. You know, because I drive past a lot of land where it just be dead crops. So it's out here. It's just, it has to be told to you guys, you know. And when you look on the internet, you can't find everything. So I will be one that will take the time out while I'm driving out and about. If I do see anything like anywhere between 5 and 10 mile radius of land, I'll let you guys know. Because you will be better here. You know, we have a very nice airport, big airport here. Not saying that Durham-Raleigh International Airport is not great. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that I just think y'all will be better here. Not because I live here. I just think based on me moving through the city and the counties that's surrounding Charlotte, I think y'all should be here. And that's just my theory. Of course, I'm going to always love you guys, Disney. You know, I'm going to always love you, Carolyn's. Because y'all all kid-friendly. Any place that's kid-friendly, I'm going to love them. because that's what we're about, showing the kids a good time, good life, having fun, giving them experiences, and then when they become adults, then now they want to go to other countries and go here and do this and that, and but for now, this is what, we do for our children to keep them safe. We spend the money to make sure that they're in safe environments and that they're having fun and not getting on our nerves, so we can get the things done that we need to get done, as parents, and get the rest that we need too to deal with them on an everyday basis. So it's a lot being a parent, but some of us don't care about putting that money up, to make sure these kids have a good time and be able to experience things. How many kids that I run into throughout the years of my life that has never been anywhere, let alone to amusement park. There's some adults that I've run into that they never left the states that they was born in. So we want to get out of that cycle of parents not doing things with their children. I'm one of the parents that when I go traveling, I take my children with me because my children know how to act. I put them in a hotel room. Y'all got your own hotel room. Y'all do, what y'all do in your hotel room. I have mine. I still have my peace. My kids know what the do's and the don'ts. And I still have a good time. And they do too. Every now and again, we may have one that, like we went to Atlantic City one time, and my boy, he got sick. And I still had to be a mother. But if he was sick while he was at home, I wouldn't have been able to enjoy myself. So I was still able to nurture him and be a mother to him and get him back right so we can all have fun. So it's not only the beauty of it, of the whole family being together, the beauty of it too is if something negative happened, I didn't have to worry about my son being so far away from me or in my vacation. My son was right there, and I was able to deal with him and deal with the issues that he was going through at that time because I was there with him. And it took a few little hours, and we were good. And the family was able to proceed on what we were doing. So I'm big on families taking their kids with them. I get that, they always, this is my break away from them, and I couldn't do it. I'm just that type of mother. I cannot go away in another country and leave my kids behind. I just can't do it. It's just not within me. So when we vacation, we all vacation. My time to be alone on a vacation with, say, a mate or whatever the case may be, I can still do that. Depending on how many kids you have, how old your kids are. If I'm with my husband or my boyfriend or whatever the case may be, and this man has been in my children's life, we're able to step off and have a good time. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. So when you're looking for these places to go hang out at, you make sure that it's kid-friendly and adult-friendly, okay? And that's the way you do it. But, you got everybody wanting to be selfish these days. Everybody wants to be so selfish, and that's for another podcast. But Disney, yes, I think y'all will be better here. So, once again, while I'm out and about, I will definitely look around and see where's some land. Now, I do know there's a lot of land available in Huntersville. If they didn't start building yet, but I was in Huntersville heavy last year, back and forth, and I saw massive land in Huntersville. Okay, I just want to throw that out there. Huntersville is where, y'all know the rapper, the Baby, that's where he used to live. It's massive land out there. And I don't know if they start building yet. But, yeah. So if I happen to go out there and I start seeing some land, I would definitely let you guys know. They also have a man-made beach out there. They haven't opened it back up. I don't know for what reason. But I don't know if y'all maybe want to get with them. And maybe y'all can figure something out. I don't know, but I know it can be done. I know y'all can find some spot here in the Charlotte metro area. Well, I love you guys. I'll talk to y'all all soon. This is Jacqueline Richardson. It's JJ Diamond, Jackie, Deja, whatever y'all call me. And for Disney, this is Jacqueline Yvette Dowdy. That's my member name, my maiden name. I'll talk to y'all all soon.